Hello, welcome to Curriculum Night 2021 virtually. My name is Karen McGovern and I am the junior high religion teacher at St. Matthias School. Just a little information about me. I grew up in Cincinnati, the second oldest of 5 kids. I am a cradle Catholic. I went to CCD from 1st through 8th grade at our parish and then on to an all-girls Catholic high school. I graduated from the University of Evansville with a bachelor's degree in elementary education. My first job was actually working for my parish as the youth minister before I started my teaching career as a 4th grade teacher in Cincinnati. I then moved to Chicago and taught for 4 years in the Catholic schools, my last year being here at St. Matthias. I am married to Michael for 22 years, I think now, and we have 5 daughters, 3 of whom who have come through St. Matthias and graduated, and 2 more that are still here. We got involved with St. Matthias in around 1999 when we met Father Terry and became an active part of the community here. I have worked for St. Matthias Church just shy of 20 years, finishing my work here in the church in July of this year, and so now I am full-time back at the school. First time in many years of being full-time at a school. While my degree was in elementary education and I was not always most comfortable teaching junior high students, over the past couple of years I have grown to love and appreciate this age of student. We have lots of good conversation, they ask lots of good questions, and there's a great potential for change and growth. So I am very thrilled to be teaching religion for your students this year. A little overview of religion for the year. We do have some consistency among all of the junior high classes. Every class begins with scripture and prayer. So we believe very strongly that our lives should be rooted in scripture and in prayer, and so we are modeling that this year. We do have a prayer journal, so students have the opportunity every class to offer any prayer intentions for themselves, for friends or family, or for the greater community or the world. Each of our homerooms will offer and host 3 masses in the course of the year. So one of the great responsibilities that the kids have is helping to plan and then lead masses, and they will do that 3 times each year. I do recognize that not all of our students are Catholic. We do teach the Catholic faith as a Catholic school, but we are always very respectful of the faith traditions that all of our students come from, and we encourage and invite all students to participate fully in all the experiences of our school. In terms of the religion curriculum, we work through the Office for Catholic Schools that has our standards of curriculum that guide our teaching. These standards are expected to be taught each year and are spiraled, which means that each year they are building on the year before, and it helps to create a solid foundation in our Catholic faith. Scripture, the Catechism of the Catholic Church, and the United States Catholic Conference of Bishops website are our primary sources for our curriculum and for our teaching. For all of our junior high students, the Gospel Weeklies will be one of our primary tools for teaching the curriculum, and these are always based on the Sunday Gospel, so it makes a direct connection with our liturgy and our worship on the weekend. This ties into all aspects of the Catholic faith: church life, Catholic social teachings, scripture, morality, and service. We do have the hope that all students are attending Mass every weekend with their families, whatever their faith experience is. The other series that we do tap into is the Blessed Are We series by R.C.L. Benziger, and we use this as a supplemental to the Gospel Weeklies. The primary focus for our 6th graders is Old Testament. The primary focus of 7th grade is looking at the life of Jesus, and the primary focus for 8th grade is really guided by our confirmation program and understanding our role within the church. 8th grade also uses Confirmed in the Spirit and the Catholic Faith Handbook for Youth as sources of information. So 8th grade, we are very busy with lots of things to do. For all of our junior high students, the focus is really on developing and growing in our relationship with Jesus and the community that is the church. It is very important to me that the students understand how scripture and how God is relevant in their everyday lives. So we spend a lot of time and effort connecting what we learn with our everyday lives. In terms of homework and grades, much of our class is based on attendance and participation and group discussion within class. I only get kids 2 days a week for class, and so probably about once a week they will have some written homework, and we will have a couple of more long-term projects throughout the year. I assign 2 grades at the end of each trimester. 1 grade is essentially bookwork and homework, so the assignments that they turn in and projects that they do. And this is understanding our Catholic beliefs. The second grade is based on participation in the classroom and living the faith, and this really demonstrates application of beliefs. So regardless of our faith tradition, we are all called to a moral, faith-filled, service-oriented life. So I did tell the kids that I've got my eyes on them all the time, and whether they're at recess or walking in the halls, watching how we are treating and taking care of one another. Look at how do we love, how do we forgive, how do we practice tolerance and acceptance of others, how do we serve others, and how do we contribute to the good of society. This is a very quick summary of what we are doing this year. If you have any questions, if you want to talk further about anything that we are talking about, please let me know. I know also that sometimes in some of the difficult conversations that might come up in class, kids may come home with their understanding or their interpretation of what we talked about in class, and I've encouraged them always to ask questions if things are not sitting well with them. And I would encourage you also as their parents, if you have discussions at home and information or things are coming home that maybe are causing pause in your minds, to please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I am always happy and open for conversation. You're welcome to reach me on my cell phone or via email. But I am looking forward to a really wonderful year with your students. Our first few weeks are under our belts, and they're doing such a great job, and I'm really enjoying my time with them. And we are always here to help and support you in any way that we can. So I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you.